How you doing, everybody? My name is Rossi Palmieri, the head project manager for Worry Free Painting Contractors. Today we're going to be talking about stripping wallpaper. This is one of the most common things that homeowners try to do themselves, and it can be a very easy process if you know what you're doing, so we're going to walk you through it. It's rather simple. First, there's 3 phases to stripping wallpaper. What most people don't understand is that very often the paper will just peel off the wall. So when you get to this point, you take the paper off and it just peels right off the wall. Okay, the reason why the backing is coming off is because it wasn't sized properly. So if your wallpaper is not sized properly, that's exactly what's going to happen. Okay, once we get the paper off, there's 2 more steps to completing this process. So this is the front of the paper, this is the decorative part. You see the backing here? This is the backing of the paper. This is the part that's actually sticking to the wall. So this paper can go off easy, as you see, and then we have to get the backing off. Sometimes this paper doesn't come off. If the paper doesn't come off, we have to use a tool like this called a paper tiger. What we have to do is we have to put it all over the paper backing. This creates little pinholes. We can then wet that and we can slowly get the paper off. It's a little more time consuming. Now I'm going to take you over to this wall where I already started. Here I have my pump sprayer. In my pump sprayer I have hot water. You always want to use hot water, and you want to use a wallpaper removal. We use a product called DIF, D-I-F. This is it right here. You mix a little bit of the diff, about this much, with hot water. You fill it up, and all you have to do is you wet the wall down. This is going to take the paper backing off. It's actually rather simple. I see a lot of people make this difficult. They damage the walls, and they create a ton of skim coating for themselves, which most homeowners can't do. We'll do a video on skim coating one day as well. After the diff is on, hot water just peels right off. Okay, now, this happens to be an easier job, which is good for the video, but sometimes it doesn't come off this easy. The key is to keep it wet. I'd rather see you wet the wall for an hour around the room and not try to take it off than wet it for a few minutes and try and get it off. If it's not coming off this easy, you don't have it wet enough. You need to saturate the wall. Now these walls were sized properly. This is where most people stop the process. Unfortunately, there's a lot of glue on these walls. In order to get the glue off, we take a regular scouring pad. You can get this at any ShopRite. Most paint stores sell them, but you can get it in a ShopRite of any place. It's a Scotch-Brite scouring pad. People use it to clean their ovens, their stoves, and it's got a handle on it. With warm water, we're just going to rub the wall. We take a wet sponge, we wipe that down. This wall is now ready to be painted. In some cases, to play it safe, you can't see it on the camera, but right here is glue. This is all glue right here. As I rub it, you see it starts to get loosened. See that? That's glue. This all has to come off. After that glue's off, we take a wet rag and we wipe it down. Now we have a wall that can be painted. If you don't remove the glue, the latex paint will activate the glue and pull it off the wall, and your walls will look terrible after you're done painting and you won't know why. If you want to play it safe, you can put an odorless oil-based primer as the first coat to make sure if you didn't get any of the glue off, that the latex activates the glue because it's water-based. So you put an oil on there, if there's any glue left, it won't come off. Now that the paper's off, we can paint the wall. There's no damage to them. If there is damage, we skim coat them. Again, I'll do another video on that later on. Guys, stripping wallpaper is really easy. You just need the right tools. You need Scotch-Brite pads for the glue. You need a sponge after you do the glue. You need a spackle knife to get off the paper backing. If for some reason the front paper doesn't come off, you need a paper tiger, it's called. It's got little spots here to make the holes so that when you spray the front of the paper down, it helps get the water through the paper behind it and you need a pump sprayer. So if you have these tools, a pump sprayer, Scotch-Brite pad, sponge, spackle knife, this is all you really need. Including the diff, this shouldn't cost you more than $100, and it just takes a little bit of time and elbow grease. Another hint, when you're taking this off, you want to keep the knife flat. You don't want to dig it in this way, because if you dig it in this way, you just damage the wall, and then you're skim coating, and most homeowners aren't going to have the skill to do that. You're going to have to hire a professional, it's going to cost you money. So if you're watching this video, it's because you want to try to do it yourself, and quite frankly, it makes no sense to damage the wall, so you have to hire a professional anyway. Good luck with your project. You're going to find out this is a lot easier than most people make it out to be. Again, I'm Rossi from Worry Free Painting Contractors, and hope to see you soon. Give us a call if you need any help, and keep checking back for more videos. Thanks.